cold, isn't it? It's Tuesday morning, 5:10. Apparently it's 13 degrees. It's a little bit windy. And it says 100% chance of rain. 40-something% from 6 o'clock. And then the percent chance increases after that. So hopefully I can just do this loop around the block before there's any risk of getting wet. I woke up about 4:45 and then just actually got out of bed. So anyway, focus on the walk and do Darren Daily. Yo, it's 8:39. Just noticed a few white hairs. I'm at the lake. Just dropped off the missus. And I've been sitting here for about 20 minutes. Just working on a post. Another post that I might get out today. About yesterday and how I met another friend. Made another friend, I should say. His name is Will Vidiamu Fleming. I will pop a picture on the screen of us. And he's an OG in the podcasting space. Been doing it for 13 years, I think. So it's been cracking it for a long time. He comes from media. So he's worked in TV. I think he's worked at Sky and a bunch of other companies. We met at a studio office. We met at an office which looked like a shared space. It's Campfire Studios. That's the name of his business. And yeah, he's doing a lot of cool stuff, man. He's building a web app, or built a web app. He does this kind of work with youth on helping them build their... Bro, what are you up to? Just stopped in the middle of car park. He's helping young people develop confidence through speaking in his own way. And what was interesting is he shared how he's already received pushback from some of the people in the space that he's working, so like teachers. So some of the teachers are kind of not understanding the vision, I guess. Maybe, my understanding is that they have small minds and he has a big vision, a big grand vision. We talked about some really cool stuff, probably things that I shouldn't really talk about. Just because they're like really, really important, really big things that I don't want to explain it wrong. It kind of connects like freakily to some of the stuff that I've been thinking about for a long time. In the masters space, like Masters of Information Governance. So I've got an idea of a thesis project, because towards the end of the masters you need to do a thesis, I believe. It's a massive project. It can either be research based or a real world project. And I've always wanted to do a real world project. The tricky part is probably finding a company that supports the work that I'm going to be doing. And I can already think that he would definitely fit the bill. Not only that, because he's already building one of the practical parts of it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We had a great talk. We didn't do a podcast. We just had a chat. We got to know each other, and it became clear to me, at least, and I think to him, that we could talk for hours. And there was a lot of shared kind of life stories. He's also a bit older than me. I didn't realize. He asked me how old I am. I said I'm 37. He said I'm 42 42, bro, or 45. And then he heard something about how founders and people, like, they tend to hit their stride in their 40s. So that made him feel better, and it was kind of like hope for me, because I'm in the early stages of trying to build something. You know, he knows a little bit about what I'm up to, and you know, we spoke briefly over the phone before we met. We've been exchanging messages and stuff, and he's yeah, it's early days, right? We need to talk a bit more, stay in touch, and yeah, I think he's going to be massive for me. And one thing that I didn't realize, that I was kind of hoping to capture on a podcast, but I just told him in person, but I didn't actually realize the significance of yesterday. So yesterday was a Monday, and this Friday is going to be the 1st of August, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And last year, the 1st of August on a Friday also was when I went into hospital. But it actually started on the Monday. So I sometimes get the dates mixed up. I remember the date that I was hospitalized, that's easy. But what actually caused it, I'm pretty sure was on the Monday. So on the Monday, I might have to go back and watch the videos, but I'm pretty sure on the Monday I did an F45 class, and it was like a test your strength kind of day, and you had to do squat, max, and bench press, and I did squat and bench. And when I was doing squat, I squatted like 100 kgs and then 110 something, and I kind of struggled. Maybe it was 90, I can't remember. I actually can't remember. But it was a weight that I really struggled with. And I kind of dropped the bar on my neck, or the back of my shoulder. And then I strained massively to get the weight up. And I think when I did that, I burst a vessel, because I remember watching one of the videos that I did shortly after, maybe the next day. And I actually had like some memory loss. And it kind of seemed like signs of something. And I even said in the video, I don't know if I can clip this, but if I can find it, but I said something like, oh, I just forgot something. I hope nothing is wrong. And it's like, maybe that's when it started. Maybe that's when it was working, because on the Friday, on the 1st of August, I had an interview with Microsoft. It was late. I had an F45 class straight after. I went straight there. I didn't eat dinner. And I like went full out. I had just got my Lionheart rate monitor, and you would aim for 400 to 500 calories or 400 calories to burn in a class, and that's like a good metric. I did like 600 or 800. I literally have it on the app. I can put it on the screen. So I went to excess. My heart rate was like 98% or something. I was just, yeah, went way too hard. So I went home, had a drink, and had something to eat, had a shower, went to bed, started watching some Dragon Ball Z, and then the world just started spinning. The roof started spinning. I was getting dizzy. I felt real sick. Started throwing up, and it was horrible. And then basically, long story short, ended up going to a hospital a bit later, and then a couple days after that, you know, doing tests, CT scan, whatnot. They showed me a picture of my brain, and there was like little white dots. I might try to find the picture and take a picture. I think it's back in Auckland, so I might be able to do that actually. Maybe I can find, I'm pretty sure I've got a scan of it. But yeah, if I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. But there's these little white dots, pretty sure. And they said that represents all like the dead brain cells. So yeah, yesterday was a 1 year anniversary potentially of the day that changed everything. And this Friday will be the day that I went to hospital. So I've been thinking about doing a video and a post, and you know, I started a series, Losing Weight with Nate, that was meant to be 100 days, and I stopped because I went to hospital, and then I never got the courage to Let's keep doing it. I do have a bunch of recordings from rehab, so I might do like a special video for that. But it's kind of heavy just talking about it, thinking about it, to be honest. So yeah, I've just kind of been reflecting on some things. It's 8:48 now, so it's also almost 10 minutes recording. So I'm going to stop here and I'm going to shoot off to the Nest studio, and then I've got a 12 o'clock masterclass session that I want to watch at home. We're also expecting our our inspection today. She's going to pick up the report, so I'm going to try shoot home and be there for that. So yeah, I'll see you a bit later. Yo, I've decided to unpack this thing. This is a gift that my friend got me ages ago, and I never had the space to set it up. So now this is kind of the perfect spot. I think I've been hesitating setting it up, so I'm gonna work on doing that now. Yo, it's like 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's been a long day. I'm just watching a couple of videos on my projector. Check it out. So I've just been setting up my stuff for tomorrow. So this is tomorrow's post, day 81. I also set up my time thing for tomorrow. I just watched this video about how to hack. This video about how to hack your studies and learning, and there are these 3 techniques, and yeah, it's really good, man. Basically, one of them was like, get the task started and leave it incomplete. So that's basically what I've done. Like, it's kind of like being prepared, like thinking the day ahead. You know, like let's say you're talking about breakfast, you set up your breakfast, you set up your plates, you set up your, you know, if you're getting dressed, you set up your work clothes, you set up your environment. But in the digital space, like if you're going to do some mahi, if you're going to write something or work on something, to get it all set up. So like my Notion is ready, my Darren Daily is ready, my post is ready. So it just removes the friction. Actually turned out he's a Kiwi, so his name's Justin Sung or something. Bro, he's done like a lot of amazing stuff, and he looks quite young, but he's achieved a heck of a lot. He's founded a couple of companies, done TEDx speaking. He's got like millions of followers on YouTube. He's got good stuff. Solid dude. So I just yeah, linked with him and sent a few messages to a few of my connections, some new, some old, reconnecting. Just trying to, but I'm going to try and do what he talks about, like to use the Pareto principle, which is the 80-20 rule. And then there was this effect that I can't remember. Maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow. And then the third one was a championship mentality. It's really good, man. I might actually do a proper talk about it tomorrow and how I'm going to apply it. I might even do a post on it, depending on what tomorrow's Darren Daily is about. Anyway, it's late. I'm tired. I'm going to sign out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.